To download Reflector 2, go to google.com and type Reflector2 into the search box, and the first thing that comes up is this one right here. Air Squirrels, I know, is a weird name. That's the name of the company that makes Reflector 2. So go to Reflector 2, and in order to download Reflector, what you need to do is hit Try Reflector first, and this will download the information for you. So just hit download free trial either for Windows or Mac, and once you download it, it tells you exactly what to do step by step, and you follow those directions. It's downloading right here. You can see I already have it downloaded. So once it's downloaded and you downloaded the proper program onto your computer, the first time you double click it and open it, it'll ask for a license key. So once you've downloaded everything, then click Buy, and then type all this information in. You'll want one, and then you'll add to cart and buy it. And it'll give you a license key and it'll email it to you. So what you want to do is go into your email and cut and paste that license key from your email into the Reflector2 program once you've downloaded it. So once again, you'll open Reflector2, it'll ask you for a license key. You're just going to paste that license key into the box, and then you're good to go. And then you hit like OK or submit or whatever it asks you to do. Once that happens, there's a few things you need to know. The first thing is you have to make sure Reflector2 is open on your computer. So if you're on a PC, you'll note I'm on a Mac, so it doesn't have it. But if you're on a PC, there'll be this little menu bar down here along the very bottom of your screen. And what will happen is there will be a Reflector2 icon down there at the bottom. I have my icon up here, so it'll look something like this. If that icon is not in that menu bar along the bottom of your screen, you have to double click on it and open it. Very critical. So a lot of times you'll go to do Reflector, you'll get your iPad ready and you're all ready and you can't find your computer. That's because Reflector hasn't been turned on. So you turn on your Reflector and you'll look for that shortcut little button up here that tells you it's on. And you can see once you're here, you can record the session that you're doing. You can also broadcast it. So really I think you'll probably only want the record session. And there's all, you can figure out what microphone you want to use, figure out if you want to use the webcam. There are tons and tons of options available. It is a great tool. What we're going to do is talk about how to take your device and manipulate it so it will show up on your computer. So you've already downloaded Mirror 360 or Reflector on your computer. Once you do that, you need to open that program. So you can see right here, this is my icon for Reflector2. If this is not up in this menu bar, I know that the mirroring won't work. Reflector2 has to be turned on and open. I have it set up so it turns automatically on when I turns automatically on when I turn my computer on, and you can do that too in the settings. I'll show you where that is. It's really easy. If you have a PC, and I'm sure you do, your bar, this icon will be along the bottom of your screen, and it will show in probably this portion of the screen right down here, where you have all of the programs that are open. So a lot of times teachers will come to me and say, my Reflector isn't working, and I go in their classroom and Reflector is just not open. Reflector works fine, so this is a good problem to have. So in order to get the reflection working, what you do is you go on your phone. I'm going to put it up here so you can see it because this part is really difficult to understand. It's really not hard, but the specific part to start is hard. So you have to get to the menu on your iPhone or your iPad. It works the same way for both devices. To do that, you pull up from the very bottom. My finger's not even on the screen, but I pull up from the very bottom, and this screen pops up. And this is what we want. And what we're going to do now is we're going to hit AirPlay. And you can see AirPlay is right around this area. So I'm going to hit AirPlay. And when I do, I have to all of the computers that are connected to AirPlay pop up on my screen. So I'm going to find my computer, which is Katie's MacBook 2. And I'm going to tap on that, and a toggle switch will magically appear. And if that toggle switch is turned on, my iPhone will magically appear on my computer screen. If it's turned off, it will not. So I have to make sure that toggle switch is nice and green in order for this to work. I'm not touching my computer at all. Anything that I do is on my phone, so you can see everything that so once again, so you can see it this way, I'm going to pull up from the very bottom of the screen. Because I'm already mirroring, you can tap on this and you can see the toggle switch right here is green. That means it's mirroring. If I want to turn it off, I'm going to tap on the iPhone, or I can just turn that toggle switch off. The other thing that you can do is right click on your screen, and it gives you this list of options. You can either close that toggle switch automatically, or you can come down here and hit close connection. Kind of depends on where you are in the room. If you're standing across the room and you don't want to have to walk all the way back to the front, it's easier just to do the toggle switch. Otherwise, close connection works just fine. You always want it to display full screen. When it is in portrait mode, it takes up the entire computer screen. It looks really nice, much better. This is something not a lot of people know about. If I wanted to, I can hit show frame, and it will put a frame around my screen that makes it look like an iPhone, so everybody knows I'm on an iPhone. If you do this, it greatly decreases the size of the iPhone screen, not to mention I think it's a bit distracting and unnecessary. So what I do is I always unclick show frame, and in my opinion, it just looks cleaner and way less distracting. So this is the way to go about doing that. Just hit done, and I can go right back to what I was doing. A great tool to use. So I'm going to unmirror,